Okay, we're going to solve using Gaussian or Gauss-Jordan, which remember just means set it up as an augmented matrix. So I want a 1 in the top corner, which they have given me. And I write it like this. And then don't forget the 0 for the y, because I'm missing a y term. And then 3, 5, 2. So the reason I want a 1 in the top here is so that I can use it to make these 0. So I'm going to times this by -2 and add it to here. So the row I'm not changing is the top one. So let's just write that one. And I do -2 times 1 plus 2. And that gives me 0. -2 times -1. Whoops, -2 times 2 is -4. Plus 0 is -4. -2 times -1 is 2. Plus -2 gives me 0. Do you see what I'm doing going through here? -2 times 9 is -18. Gives me -20. Now we want to get rid of the 3. So now we're going to times it by -3 and add it here. -3 times 1 plus 3 is 0. -3 times 2 is -6. Plus 5 is 1. And then -3 times -3 plus 2 is 5. And then -3 times 9 is -27 plus 22 is -5. So now I just need to get rid of one more, but it'd be easier to use the 1 to make the 4 a 0. So we're going to switch these rows. Remember, we can switch any row. So I'm going to put this one here. And then put this one here. Okay. So now I can times this by -4 and add it here. So the top row and the middle row are not changing. So let's rewrite those as is. And then change this one to 0 and 0. And 4 and -4 is 0. -20 and 0 is -20. And 20 and -20 is 0. So now I can write this as a matrix equation. So and solve it because I have my triangle of zeros here. So I get x plus 2y minus z equals 9. And -y plus 5z equals -5. And this says -20z equals 0. So what does z equal? 0. This does not mean no solution because it's -20z equals 0, so z is 0. And then I put 0 up here, and I get -1 plus 0. So y equals 5, and then I put those two up in here. X plus 2y is 10, minus 0 equals 9. So x equals -1, and my answer is -1, 5, and 0. And that's using an augmented matrix.